Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, Lincoln Park, and that is for Tim in Oak Forest, who is, much like the rest of us, incredibly stoked. And all of the people of Oak Forest, I have to assume, are incredibly stoked about today, 5 o'clock, when Lincoln Park makes the announcement. They've had a countdown from last week on, and it is the monstrous, I had that feeling, announcement about not just maybe a greatest hits coming out. No, I think this is bigger. I think it's huger. I think it involves singers and things like that and music. So,
what if they're also dropping a book?
Like Derek Whibley, that's what he teased on that. So we're just dropping a book. It's not that, I don't think. So 5 o'clock today, make sure you're listening to Brian Phillips in the afternoon for that huge announcement. Now, we haven't started the show yet, so let's start the show. And Case, double features. They did something special for you today.
Oh, I don't know anything about this.
I know you don't, because it was sent directly to me, and here you go.
Hi, this is Case from Q101 Chicago.
Ahoy! Case Low! 5 years around Chicago. Live Moss, a case for producing all the shows. On Q101, little bit of charms and Mountain Dews. Ahoy! Let's go! Case Low's anniversary show.
And do you know how good that must be if you're singing a whole damn song about it?
Goodbye.
Now, Case, you announced yesterday on social. Today's your 5-year anniversary with Q101.
I started as an intern 5 years ago today.
5 years ago. Wow, boys all grown up.
I know. Look at you. So let's see. You are. How old are you?
I'm 25.
You are 25. You started when you were 20.
Yep.
Before you could legally drink, which I guess being 21 meant nothing to you
No.
because you were going to drink anyways.
Honestly, a disappointing day.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
And then look at you now.
5
you
years.
You could drink but don't.
Uh-huh.
And you are a producer instead of an intern. That's all that's happened.
Yeah, he started out as an intern here 5 years ago.
That's it.
I really started to wonder what Kenzie knows about me after that preamble.
That's pretty much it.
No,
That's it.
no,
You
you,
were an intern. You don't drink.
Well, you listened to music before all this. That didn't change. So, I mean,
That's true.
Those are the two things that really, really changed. Next year, you'll be able to rent a car.
Oh, true.
You can't rent a car until you're 26?
I think it's 26, maybe 25, but it's...
Are you sure?
Yeah,
1,000%.
This communist country we live in. Can't rent a car until you're 26.
Wait, you can go fight?
For the country.
You're telling me you can go fight for Uncle Sam at 18, but I can't have a beer until I'm 21, and I can't rent a Toyota Prius until I'm 26?
Jeez.
This country.
It's upside down. That's completely upside down.
One of my besties in Florida got married when I was 24, and it created a whole thing for me because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get this. Someone's going to come get me. I can't get a car when I land. No one will help me.
Well, the good thing there's Ubers and Lyfts out there. You can do that for another year.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then you can rent a car when you're 26.
I've never been in a situation where I've needed to rent a car.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Well, I don't know if it's rated at all.
It's like,
who's like, man, I love renting cars.
Well, there's people that go kind of, I rented this car on this trip. Oh, you rented a car? So you're flying somewhere and you rented a car?
Sometimes you have to.
I never rent a car.
Okay, with my grandparents, they live so deep into Tennessee that you fly to the airport, but you have like a 3-hour travel time after that to get to them. You're not Ubering.
Take a train.
No, that doesn't. What? It's not Chicago. They don't have a blue line.
They got an Amtrak, I'm sure.
There's just nothing.
Yeah, I hate renting cars. I hate the process of going to do it and wait.
I hate the lights.
What do you mean?
I just hate all their little flickery like LED lights, and you're standing there. It just looks like where fun goes to die. I hate it.
Yeah, anyway, you've been here 5 years.
I know. I've known you for so much of my life.
God, a fifth.
Yeah.
A fifth of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really puts things in perspective.
Well, when I remember when I moved into downtown Chicago as a youngin' in my 20s, when I moved right in the city, and a buddy of mine had lived here, and he said, like, listen, man, this is the best city in the world. And living in Chicago here, it's going to take you 5 years to do everything you want to do. Like you're going to look around and say, I want to do that, or I want to go do it there. Okay, slow down. We got 5 years. That's the plan, to do everything you want in Chicago. By
Have
then
you accomplished that?
at 5 years, I remember looking back at 5 years and going, Boy, I haven't done near what I want to do.
No.
There's so much to do here in Chicago and everything, and you see things and you forget about all that stuff. You said, I want to do that and all that. I've been
You
there.
ever see people visit Chicago and they accomplish more in Chicago than you've done since you've lived here, like in their weekend? I'm like, oh, I've never gone there. I wanted to go there. I wanted to ride on that. You did the Tilt building? I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it. I haven't done any of this.
At
I just
8:02,
live
we're going to
here.
be at the Field Museum. At 8:10, we'll be, everywhere they've all planned out on an Excel spreadsheet.
I know.
There's so much to do
All I've
here.
done is pay taxes.
Ew.
Sucks.
Gross. Do you feel like you've accomplished a lot in 5 years?
I feel like I could accomplish more.
Well, that's not the question.
If you ask me to jump, I'm going to say how high on the way up.
Damn
You
right.
Wolf of Wall Street, calm down.
I'm just trying to have a conversation. That's not an interview. You got the job. You've been here 5 years.
I know. I can't believe it. I'm okay. I'm okay. What am I going to celebrate myself? That's not how this works.
Okay.
I don't even do that on birthdays.
Oh, good Lord. This is Phil.
I'm just like you. That's the problem.
I know.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I
Celebration.
can't believe there's two of you.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this involves August because we're now into September. Duh. And these are, in fact, a couple, which will blow your mind, of the biggest searches people did on the internet or on Google, whatever, on your phone, on Chrome. So I like to do this. I use Chrome. Do you use Safari on your phone, Kenzie?
Let me look what's installed. I use the Safari, the one installed.
Yeah, the one's always installed, but I changed to Chrome. Case, what do you do?
I downloaded Chrome.
Yeah.
I'm not using Safari.
Yeah.
Come on now. What is this, 2006?
I don't know. Well, it comes.
You downloaded a whole other browser? I mean, how often are you browsing on your phone that you need a separate one?
Oh, like
Constantly.
every day.
Yeah.
Every
Really?
minute.
I'm
Yeah.
constantly Googling.
Yeah.
What are you Googling?
Information is power.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about. The
Oh,
number one
what are
Google.
the
Yeah, right. The
I
number.
fell into that one.
That's the fact. The number one Google searches of August. So the last month in August. So you'll go to Safari. Do you know how to find the history of what you searched? Because I don't. It's very
Is
easy.
this what we're going to do today?
Well, that's the fact. Because I'm going to tell you what the ones were that everybody searched in Chicago.
No, how do you find the history of what you searched?
So see, that's why you get Chrome, because you just open it up. It's got a big history button right there. You just hit that right on the first page of it when you open a new browser, new tab, and you hit history, and then it will show you all the stuff you were searching. And you can scroll down for each day and do that.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, okay, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. We'll talk about it when we come back here. Because first I'll tell you what August Chicago number one searches were, and then we can talk about what we searched in the last few weeks or into August. And it's very funny, by the way, because you probably don't realize the things you were searching for. It sounds like Kenzie doesn't use Safari to kind of look up things too much, but I bet you're wrong. I bet you do have a lot of stuff in there.
You know what I realized?
Yeah.
As I'm looking right now, though?
Yeah.
Is I show prep with my phone.
Correct.
So I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Now we don't want that stuff. We want your personal stuff.
How do I find such a thing? Okay.
You'll have to scroll probably past all that junk and keep going.
Yeah.
So you look at it during the break. When we come back, we'll give you August's number one searches for the city of Chicago. Maybe you line up with those people, us people, and then we'll give some of ours. But you can always text in yours too, like your most recent search or something you searched the most at 312-591-8300. Just text in what that is, and we'll all share here as a family.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Okay, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. And we can all participate here as a family because I'm asking you what your most recent funny searches are on your phone, what you looked up, because I'm going to give you what Chicago searched the most in August. There's three of them that are top three. So maybe you're like other Chicagoans, or maybe you're not.
I hope you and Case are going to be honest, because I don't know if you're allowed to say some of the things you search.
I'll be honest. I'll be
Okay.
honest. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I mean, I clear my search history now and then.
Or every day.
I mean, what man doesn't?
Brian's latest search is just, what's the weather today? Because everything else is gone.
That's right. So, number three, we'll go 3, 2, 1 of the searches in Chicago that people did on their phone in
Okay.
August was, what does monkeypox look like?
Oh.
That was number three. Now, I think there was a week when there was a monkeypox case in Chicago.
Yes.
So everybody panicked and thought, I don't want to get monkeypox. It sounds horrible.
Which is so 2022, because I remember Lollapalooza weekend 2022, Turnstile played Lollapalooza, the band Turnstile, And then they played an after show at Subterranean. And I had a friend that I was supposed to go with, and he called me the day of the show, and he said, hey, I have to get tested for monkeypox. I can't make it to the show. Luckily, it turned out to be negative, but he didn't want to take the risk.
I gotta be honest. If somebody even tells me they think they have monkeypox, I don't ever want to see them again.
Oh, that's mean.
No, because I just feel like, how the hell? Where were you? I don't want you around me. Like, you're sticky.
I
don't believe it.
I don't think you have to have sex with a monkey to get it. I'm not.
That's what I imagine. I imagine an incestual monkey
Brian, are you
threesome.
Googling that right now? Is
Yeah.
that your most recent Google search?
Wait, I can't make that my most recent Google search. Do you have to get monkeypox? Do you have sex
Well,
with
I'm
a
not looking
monkey?
it up either.
Does having sex with a monkey?
I believe that's how and I'm gonna stay firm on that. There's no way you're like, no, I got it because I drank out of someone's soda. Well, then it's because they had sex with a monkey. Okay, I'm standing by that. There's no way. It's not casual. You didn't rub your eye.
So the first search when I did that came up from Stanford University. It says monkeypox. What does sex have to do with it?
What was the headlines yesterday? I stole a gorilla, so what? Kind of has the same energy to it.
That's how
So what, you
monkeypox
have
went.
monkeypox. That's what.
So that was the number 3 search in Chicago. What does monkeypox look like? And by the way, I just did it. Don't look at that. You won't be able to eat your breakfast. Ugh. Number 2, the number 2 search, believe it or not, in Chicago in August was where to watch the Love Island reunion.
Oh.
I didn't realize that show was that popular.
It has taken over everything. Which I can't believe a show named Love Island is controlling people the way it does. I had a dream about it last night. It's and I think that they paid for that. Like, I think they're like plotting and putting it in people's minds because I don't even watch it.
I've seen an episode, but I didn't realize it was that big.
That's humongous. It's stolen a lot of the Bachelor and Bachelorette's thunder because the Bachelorette season finale was this week and it was crazy, and I don't hear anybody talking about it.
No one cares anymore.
I know.
Was it this? You were big on that. Was it disappointing?
Brian, it was insane what happened.
That's what I keep saying, and then they don't describe what happened. They have to watch this video, and I'm not going to do that.
Well, the video would describe it. Stop acting like no one's trying to tell you.
It's never happened before in the history of the Bachelorette. I don't really want to spoil it, but my jaw was on the floor when I watched it.
Well, when do you want to talk about it? Like a year from now? Or?
Yeah, once everybody catches up.
Okay,
No, spoil it.
well, we can do a poll of our listeners to see who watches it.
Well,
I don't
just
think
feel
anybody-
like Netflix put out so much dating stuff because you have Love is Blind, you have Love Island, and then what's the hot people one? Do you remember?
Is that not Love Island?
I think it's like it's like Temptation Island.
Oh,
or
it is.
like,
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that where it's supposed to be like, if you guys touch each other, you lose money. It's really weird. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that. That just seems.
Now I kind of want to watch that one.
I think it's how you get monkeypox.
Yeah. There was the one that came out in England where the people were naked, and then the curtain went up a little bit more with questions, and you saw full frontal.
What?
Yeah, full frontal. It was on Netflix or something like that, or one of the pay
Or
services.
Pornhub.
One of them.
I always get
Yeah.
those mixed up.
Brian was watching Playboy TV.
I know. I was like, what was that full frontal thing? I'm like, different category. Brett.
So finally, the number 1 search for Chicago in August was, maybe you're like this person or all these people out there. Why is everyone saying demure?
Oh.
That was
Very
it.
demure, very mindful.
And I know that because it went viral of somebody saying it, and then everybody started doing videos of like holding coffee with your pinky up and being demure,
Demure.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. That's how it got big or something.
Yeah, well, the girl who made it was like, see how I dress for work? Ladies, be demure, be mindful. I don't come in with a cut crease. I don't come in, with my cha-chas out. I don't be mindful, be demure when you go to work. Like, she was like kind of, and it was just really funny. I don't know why.
And somehow it got like 100 million views,
I know,
and
it just
everybody
took
started doing
off, and everyone just started making their own demure activities. This is a lot.
it. Yeah. So and we didn't do that. We didn't do any copycat videos of it.
Well, I'm not very demure or mindful.
I don't think me and Case
I
are
don't fall
either.
I'm not the target audience. I'm aware.
So those were the 3 number 1 searches in Chicago in August. Now, you want to go to our phones and see what our searches are?
So I did a deep dive because you told me ahead of time.
Yes.
Well, you're looking at yours.
You had 10 minutes to look around.
I know. Because I needed to get past all of the show prep that we do each night.
Sure, because you do that on your phone.
Right. So I pulled the first 2 things that I looked up that were not my show prep. So I had to dig for them. Okay.
Right.
They are spy-themed gown because I'm hosting a charity event. And the theme is Mission Possible. It's for the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, that's cute. Mission Possible.
Yeah. But they're like, we kind of want like a spy thing. But I'm like, well, most spies dress really trashy. And this is for children. Like, you think of all the like I can't have like a gun come out of my dress. It's a charity event for children.
Yeah.
And like spies are usually like seductive. It was very tricky when I was looking up spy outfits and spy themed gowns, and I spent a long time on this.
Got it.
I got a black dress with like a buckle in the back, which gives me Tomb Raider energy. That's why. So I tried.
We'll put that picture up on our socials when she's wearing it.
I know. The second thing was, what did the Lorax make?
What did he make?
Because, okay, I know the Lorax was like stopping them from making it, but a thneed. Remember when they were chopping out all the trees?
Oh, I do.
I couldn't remember the word for the thing because my mom came out in this super fuzzy sweater, and I go, you look like the thing the Lorax was trying to stop. And she's like, what? And I had to look it up, and I'm like, a thneed? You look like you're wearing a thneed.
This was last week when she was in town?
Yes. Those were, it was on the tip of my tongue.
Case, what's an interesting, most recent search you did on your phone?
I don't want to talk about it because it's going to make Kenzie mad.
Oh, boy. How? How's it going to make her mad?
Because
I'm already
she's
mad.
going to think I'm stupid.
What did you do?
She was Googling the Lorax. So
Trust
come on.
me, I wish I was Googling the Lorax.
Okay, what were you doing?
I don't know why that makes me stupid. It's a good book.
No, it's good.
It's unrelated.
It's just something that wouldn't necessarily come up on everybody's phone.
Last week I Googled how to boil water.
What?
I was in a situation where I had to make pasta and I wasn't prepared. I wasn't the one that was supposed to make the pasta, but my girlfriend was running late because we live together now, and I had to take care of dinner, and I had just never done it before.
Okay.
But I mean, you just put water and you heat it up.
Okay, so that's what I found out.
Can I honestly ask, prior to Googling it, how you thought water boiled?
I didn't want to boil it too much.
You thought you'd burn the water.
Kinda, yeah.
It's not a bad actual thought, to be honest.
I didn't know how much water to start with. I didn't want an overflow situation because I don't have house slippers or anything. So if it would have overflowed, it just would have fallen onto my feet.
Uh-huh.
And so I Googled, and then I watched a how-to video, because what am I going to do, read?
There's a how-to video. It has to be short.
It's 25 seconds.
Okay,
But you know what it
good.
is? I know what that video is. I bet it's 2 minutes long. And it's first the guy going like, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. We got a lot of videos coming up. You can
Kevin's
see
Corner.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you every time you're lost.
You can see my past boiling water videos and how it was done right and wrong as I did this
If
every
you want to
year.
know what to do after the pasta goes in, that's my next video.
And also make sure you hit up my sponsor, Monster Energy Drink, because they helped me get this oven so I can
They
boil
give
water.
me the energy to make this food.
It's funny, Brian. You don't hate a lot of things. You hate how-to videos. The whole thing bothers you.
No, first off, I use them all the time because having a child now, there's so many things I need to know, but they all start out with that. Everybody's got to do the whole preamble about hitting on my sponsors, and they do it for 2 minutes, and make sure you hit my podcast, and okay, I got you, bro. Just show me how to make this dresser. And then they do it in like 30 seconds, they do a poor job.
I'm glad you said that because the comment on the YouTube video that I watched is, the top comment is, this video wasn't clear enough. I made a dresser and the how to boil water video.
Wow.
Yeah, the last YouTube how-to video I watched was 2 years ago because my tombstones, my styrofoam tombstones kept flying all over the neighborhood. And I was like, how the hell do people get these things to stay? And there was this guy who was like, well, you buy the spray glue and wooden stakes. I have wooden stakes on the back of my styrofoam tombstone that I have to hammer into the ground with like a sledgehammer.
God, YouTube's incredible.
I know.
It's
I'm
so
like,
good.
got it. They're not going
Wow.
anywhere. There'd be a tornado. My tombstones are moving. It's unbelievable.
Wow. I almost don't want to say what I searched because I can't live up to that. How to boil water was your last search.
There's nothing wrong with that. I was trying to better myself, and I would love to know, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that would love to know what is in your search history.
Well, I'm looking for this, again, trying to find...
Don't lie.
I'm not lying.
Look at me.
No.
Well, very defiant of you.
Here's
No.
here's the one that's just prevalent, and I can't believe how much of a search there is on it. And it happened just yesterday, as a matter of fact, as I was in the city of Naperville signing my will, which I'll talk about a little bit later on, which was disturbing. And we went into this place. It was recommended by listeners, Everdine's Grilled Cheese Company. So we went there for lunch. It is unbelievable, by the way. They have like 800 different kinds of grilled cheeses. You get it with soup. So good. Texas toast. I got the Al Pacino. The Al Pacizzo.
Very fun.
So it had salami and provolone, and it was so good. That's Everdine's Grilled Cheese Company in Naperville. I was out there yesterday. But I saw the kid that took my order. Real good-looking kid. And I said to Megan.
Don't say that sentence ever again.
This is just a good-looking, probably 18, 17-year-old guy out there
Let's
working.
go with 18.
All right, he's 18.
Did you Google good-looking kids?
Oh, no.
No, but I said, no. I said to Megan, he looks just like a young James Spader. You know the actor James Spader?
Yeah, he was in The Office. Yeah. He was Robert California.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, but when he was, this kid looked, and so Megan goes, I'm not sure who you're talking about. I have 212 searches of images for James Spader on my phone yesterday, and I went, young James Spader, younger.
Baby.
Really young
Day of
James
birth.
Spader. So if someone picked up my phone, like, what a creeper. He's looking for, like, baby pictures of James Spader.
Psychopath.
It literally says younger.
Birth canal.
Can I see James Spader conceived? God, I am deleting this history right now.
That would not be the first time you had to delete your history.
No one.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll get to Gil Curtis and your headlines here in a sec. We did the fact that makes your brain go, which was the number one searches for Chicagoans in August. It was, what does monkeypox look like? Where to watch Love Island, the reunion? And why is everyone saying demure? Those were the three most searched things in Chicago in August. And we shared some of ours, and we want some of yours in there. And a lot of people checking in about case boiling water and that part. But let's see here. Matt checked in from Homer Glen. My last Google search was Bigham McCracken. I was looking for an image for my fantasy football team, and that's the name of my team. Also, we had another check-in. It was almost all my search history is, can my dog have?
Yes.
And then whatever after that.
That's a frequent Google search because I am constantly wanting to give my dog a little snacky snack. My dog loves cheese more than anything. I always have to pay the cheese tax. I think any dog owner knows about the cheese tax, which is anytime you have cheese, got to give the dog some, got to pay up to the tax man.
Is your dog obsessed with ice too?
Not this dog. I had dogs in the past that ice cubes were like crack. It was their favorite thing.
Yep.
My current dog is a total cheesehead.
Cheese lady.
Yeah, a big cheese lady.
Cheese lady. So what does that mean? The taxes because you have to buy more cheese because the dog's eating it all?
There's a song on TikTok called the Cheese Tax Song, and it's about how whenever your dog sees you eating cheese, you got to pay up to the tax man and give them a little bit of that cheese as well.
You're always going to have to give them a little, you have to break them off a piece of that.
Come on, break off a piece of that cheese bar.
Period.
Lonnie the redhead checked in from 219 and said, one time I went through an ex-boyfriend's Google history and he searched, am I a sociopath? Also, the answer to that is yes, LOL. Well, I'm glad he's an ex.
Well, the first step is realization, so it's really important.
So someone else just chipped in on the dog, said, I literally just searched a minute ago, can dogs drink Gatorade?
Oh, can they?
Well, I don't know the answer.
My dog probably needs its electrolytes refueled.
Oh, no.
Hit us up, man. 708. Let us know if dogs can drink Gatorade. In the meantime, it's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. The NFL season kicks off tonight. The Ravens playing the Chiefs. Should be a good game. They both have the same record. Imagine Dragons is the first group with a song broadcast from the moon.
That's one small step for man, one terrible band for mankind.
Hey!
Swiss Airlines had to rebalance their planes because the first-class seats were too heavy. Spirit Airlines had to rebalance their planes because its passengers are too heavy. A Kentucky bowling team set a Guinness record with 2,032 strikes in 24 hours. The record was world's most desperate attempt to avoid wives. And the season 33 cast of Dancing with the Stars is out. And for the 33rd straight time, they're neither dancers nor stars. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.